Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Rehabilitation and Expansion project of the Murtala Mohammed International Airport. It's a rainy July. It just stopped raining, and the workers are back on site to continue their work so they can meet the target for the day. If we are to do a brief recap of this project from the beginning, then the list of what they've done will be endless. Apart from the fact that they did temporary roads, the temporary terminals, and all of that. From the pipe foundation to the bridge to the skeletal, or let me say the way the terminal 1 is going to look, like the physical structure, like the outlook. It's already getting visible, and we're already seeing amazing progress. The work is actually progressing. To me, I think the bridge is 75% to 80% complete. This is my own personal rating. So we don't check out from day one now, from week one. So once we're done inspecting this bridge, this particular part of the bridge is where will lead you from outside. Like when you're coming straight into the airport, this bridge will take you to Terminal 2 and then back to Terminal 1 and then round about like that outside back to like you're heading out of the airport. So once we're done inspecting this place, I'd like us to go back to that place is called the Transit Hub. In the picture in the frame, you see that it has already been cast, but in the next slide now, I'll show you how the formwork was before it was cast. This transit hub is located at the D-wing, and before they got to the beam level, they already laid pad foundations that had extended columns, and it was on these columns that the beams were formed. I think they want to do some pad foundations here. You can see that the surveyors have done some markings. The transit hub I was trying to explain to us is right here on the right, and I want us to go close to that machine working and see how they are trying to fill up this place to make the ground suitable for the foundation. I think they are trying to cover this with some stone base. I think about 50 cm of it, so that just like you have seen on our right here, and then they compact this surface very well so that it will be fit enough for the pad foundation. So it is on this that they would now do the form work and all of that. That's for the foundation before there can now be any extended column and all of that, just to make sure that the foundation is a solid one. I know some of these guys actually watch these videos, and I'd like us to appreciate them in the comment section. These guys you'll be seeing, all these guys working, and especially some of these guys that you'll be seeing in the next slide. They do their work with all of their heart, and they put in their best. They don't care whether it's raining, they don't care whether there's too much sunshine. They just go out there, meet their target, and make sure the work is done. And it actually boosts my morale, because if it's a rainy day, I'll be like, ooh. But when I see that on site these people are still making sure things are done, then I don't have a choice. I just have to film. Before we move on to the next thing, one thing I want us to also check out is the quality of their concrete. Like down from the mortar to the C15s, the C20s, 25, 30, 35, it has always, up to like 40, 45, it has always been, very good concrete. So at this other end, landscaping is going on. I didn't find out up until now that there are even some key elements of landscaping. There's softscaping, there's hardscaping, can you imagine? And there's terrain. So basically, landscaping is the art and practice of modifying the visible features of the land. Like I said before, there's softscaping, there's hardscaping, and there's terrain. Softscaping is the living elements, like the horticulture, trees, shrubs, flowers, and stuffs. So hardscaping are the non-living structural elements, like the stone walk, the retaining walls, and other stuff like that. Why the terrain is the physical shape of the land. So obviously the whole idea of the whole thing is just to make the whole place beautiful, give us like stone walkways, retaining walls, the decks, manage the drainage, give the place functional levels, and at the end of the day, just make all this place something that is good for the eye to see. This is how far they've come in the demolition of the previous entrance of Terminal 2. This area used to be the entrance of Terminal 2, and I told us last week that there are some pipe foundations that has to be here so that they can connect Terminal 2 to Terminal 1. So this is the building that is obstructing that flow, and this is how far they've come with the demolition. This was not there last week. This protective wall, like I think it's an anti-collision wall, it was not there last week, so I got there this week and it's been done. That's why I'm showing us. Someone asked in the previous episode, that they wanted to see what's happening in the underground, if I have, done any documentary about that place. Yeah, of course. In our previous episodes, we've done documentaries on that. There's level 1 basement, there's level 2 basement, and they did a lot of structural strengthening there. Of course, it's still going to be retained as the car park for staffs, but it's also serving as a foundation for all this to stand on. So there was a lot of structural wall, a lot of reinforcements and reinforcing that was actually done there. So okay, maybe during the course of the week, maybe a midweek video, probably I'll just do that place alone for you to see how it's looking like right now. So it's just still gonna be the car park, but they've done a lot of reinforcing at that place. And you can as well check the previous episodes so that you can see for yourself too. I think by next week this place will be ready for piling activities to start. So there will be piling activities here, and then I think we have about 2 more piles or 3 more piles to go that will carry the foundation for the columns that will carry the bridge from Terminal 2 to Terminal 1. Link everything together and make the connectivity seamless. As I was zooming out in this video, I saw that a pump truck is being used to, do some concrete work over there. So, if you don't mind, let's go and find out what is happening there. So we are close enough now, and once this zoom out, you see that they're actually, casting a curtain wall. It's at is that 4th floor or so? I don't know. They're casting the curtain wall over there. Back down here, there's another foundation base that will be cast here. I think this was on Friday or so. So let's zoom in closer. You can see they're using the vibrating machine to make sure the concrete is evenly distributed and everything sits and fits in properly. If you remember this place, I showed us that they are trying to prepare the earth, trying to prepare the soil, and then they backfilled it with about 50 cm of what do they call it, of stone base, and they vibrated that place. And then this is now, they already blinded the the place so that they'll be able to construct their form work. You can see that is what they are actually doing right now. Yeah, this is the overview of the entire place. This steel structure, this particular area of this canopy steel structure is close to the E-wing. That shows how far they've come with this canopy structure. They started from the center, and it has extended to this E-wing now. It's moving. Now I want to take us straight to E-wing to see the kind of steel structure that is being erected there. This is the E-wing, and this is the steel structure that is erected there. This is like showing the entire view from top. How you all don't get tired watching this weekly updates is now of particular concern to me. The likes, the shares, everything is just, don't worry, I've not gotten to the end of the video. We still have about 7 minutes, so don't worry, I'm not rounding up yet. There's still a lot for me to show you. Don't worry. But I'm just using this medium to just appreciate everybody for sticking around. And don't just watch and subscribe. Yeah, please do. Okay, moving forward. Moving forward, they started partitioning. I already did a video when they started, and it was not as high as this, but now this is the current situation. They've started partitioning the new offices, the new what have you. Here you get. So let's go in. Let's see. As a day like this for here, and so a day like that for other side too. So work has really started, inside, and it's actually a lot. They have to clear a lot of things, like sometimes to do the video of all those clearing and everything, I feel like it gets boring for you all to see. If not, I go dey show now as they park. No worry. On the day of commissioning of this project, I think it's live streaming we will do, because I want you guys to see, now as all of us start today, as we follow the project week in, week out. On that commissioning day, I want it to be live. I don't want it to be reported. Of course, I'll still document some things to be reported, but I want you guys to see it live. The old flooring, the old tiles, everything has been removed, and it is on this one that they'll now do what they want to do as the new floor. It is so nice how all that is going on in there, and everything is just going on smoothly here. The flow is not disrupted. This is the new entrance of the Terminal 2. While all that is going on in Terminal 1 and its surroundings, everywhere is just demarcated, and people are going about their activities peacefully here. That's one thing I appreciate about this project. It's actually a greenfield project. You see this particular episode there, everybody that has watched up till the end, up to this, we never reach end though. We never reach end. This is still 14 minutes. Everybody that has watched up to this point and is still watching, and after watching, you like, you share, you comment, bam, I dedicate this video to you. This one is for you. This week is for you. You watch with this point, you share, you like, you can't still comment. the video is for you. As I zoom out here, I'm currently on top of the bridge that is on Terminal 2. Yep, Terminal 2. So this is what we are expecting to link us to that one there, and that is the building right in the middle, obstructing the flow. So right at that center is where the pile foundations will be happening. I love the love, guys, and I don't take it for granted. Thank you so much for your amazing comments, for staying awake up to this moment just to watch my video. It means a whole lot to me. It means a whole lot to me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. To keep getting better. I'm sure you have noticed that the visuals, the videos have gotten better. So don't worry. We are getting somewhere. It's a journey, and thank you to everyone for standing by me. Yeah, I'm grateful. I'm very, very grateful. I'm signing out though. I'm going. So next week again. Love you all. Bye bye. Take care. God bless Nigeria. God bless you too. Bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. All right, take care. Bye. See you next week.